So now we had a mat, a product name, a company name, and even a logo. Things were starting to feel real. But here was our problem. If you want people to buy something these days, you gotta make a website. And let me tell you, we had no idea where to even start. None of us had ever built a website before, and to be honest, it was pretty overwhelming. I mean, a lot of the websites you see, they look so professional. Clean designs, product photos, shopping carts, all the technical stuff. And well, we didn't have any of that. At first, we thought we might just have to hire someone. But then we started looking into what it actually costs to hire a web developer, and yeah, we weren't gonna do that. We were already pouring a lot of our hard-earned money into the mats, the patent, and everything else that came with running our business. So for our small family business, we couldn't justify spending thousands of dollars just on our website alone. So then we decided that we're just gonna have to figure it out for ourselves. We spent countless hours online, Googling how to build a website, what's the best website platform for beginners. And while there was a ton of options, like WordPress, Wix, and Squarespace, each platform had its own pros and cons. However, we just wanted something really simple. We just wanted to focus on selling our product. And that's when we found Shopify. The more we looked into it, the more it really felt like the right fit. But Shopify wasn't a website builder. It was simply a site for selling products. It had built-in payment processes, shopping carts, shipping setups, and everything was just right there for us. And the best part of all, there was tons of tutorials online about how to use it. So we figured if we got stuck, we would just YouTube our way out of it. So that's when we dove in. Now, let me be clear. We had no clue what we were doing when we first got into this. We had to set up a theme, figure out how to add products, even adjusting colors and fonts. It felt like every little step had a learning curve. But slowly, piece by piece, it all started coming together. The first thing that we added was our logo. Seeing our flotation innovation icon at the top of the screen, that was pretty cool. We were like, wow, this is really happening. And then it came to the product page. We didn't quite have the final mats in our hands yet, so we had to get creative with photos. We knew that we wanted real pictures of our mats in the water on our website. We used photos of our prototype and edited the photos to match what our final product would be. It wasn't quite perfect, but it was enough to get the website up and running. Another thing that we had to figure out was pricing. How were we going to explain to our consumers that our mat was different than all the others out there on the market? We went back and forth, writing and scratching so many different product descriptions. At first, we wrote paragraphs and paragraphs of information, which was just way too long. While it did include every single detail of our mat, nobody wants to sit and read an essay about our product. They're just looking for a mat. So we focused on two main points. One, it rolls up easy every time, and two, it's extremely durable. And that was it. No fluff, no extra hype, just the truth about why we even made the mat in the first place. And of course, once we started using Shopify, that meant we had to figure out all the boring stuff. Taxes, shipping settings, and payment processing. And believe it or not, we had no experience with that stuff either. And honestly, after we completed one thing, it felt like there was two more steps on deck that we had no idea about. But after lots of trial and error, we finally got it set up. People could click, add their mat to the cart, check out, and then we would get to their order. And I'll be honest, when we hit the preview button and saw our site live for the first time, that was a huge moment for us. It wasn't fancy, and by no means was it perfect, but it was ours, and it was what we had created. We finally had a real website. People can just go online, see our mat, and buy it. And once again, it started to feel a lot more like a real business than just a backyard project. So now altogether, we had the mat, a product name, a company name, a patent, and now a real website. We finished one step, so of course there was another one waiting for us when we got done. In the next episode, episode 5, I'll walk you through how we went from backyard prototypes to contacting suppliers all over the world, and why finding the right manufacturer almost stopped us before we even got started.